So what's the road to redemption, right? We're going to talk about people being canceled, and like there have been artists in the past that have been canceled and possibly coming back, and oh, hey, look at what we have here. But yeah, what about the road to redemption? This probably brings us into this next one.
Well, coming into this next subject, it's like, it's a dicey thing, but at the same time, I feel like maybe you should give it a little more time to cool off, because nobody knows the absolute truth. And, lots of people were saying that the girl that shouted out these allegations was a problematic person. But at the same time, if it was all true, which was kind of insinuated with the way that they handled it, maybe we should give it more time to calm down, because Dance Gavin Dance is allowing Tillian to come back to the band beginning next year, and they're going to start touring again. So, Buzz, what do you think about this?
Aside from them being complete trash with him in the band, I actually, they're great dudes. I got to do one run with them. They were fun. They were awesome. Didn't really talk to Tillian very much, but I think it's fucked up. They're 0 for 3 on singers. What's his name? Johnny Craig did heroin and sold people fake laptops. Was it Kurt? Was Kurt the next one?
Yeah, Kurt was the next one.
Be careful with Kurt, because I love Kurt.
Well, okay, then I won't break your heart.
Oh,
with
go
what
ahead.
he did.
Just go for
And
it. Just go
then-
for it.
And then,
I
and
do
then
wanna
this
hear
Tillian
it.
stuff, Tillian. See, the thing is, if it's one person coming out, you can look at it with the way what you said. Is it true? Is it not true? But there were multiple incidents, and to me, if there's multiple, that's just you just can't come back from that. Whether I don't care, you can't.
It's hard to ignore.
If you think exactly, so what did Tillian go get help for? His alcohol problem? The fuck on. That wasn't the issue. You know what I'm saying? That might have been part of the issue, but he assaulted these women allegedly. He allegedly assaulted these women. And I'm going to go to rehab for my drinking. But you're still not fixing the said problem. You're still not fixing the problem. Or addressing the problem. And I think it's very irresponsible for Dance Gavin Dance to do this. And sadly, it's a money grab. It's all about money, because without Tillian,
and they
wants
just
to be in
released
their
an
band.
album.
Yeah.
They just released that album.
Probably what people are calling their best album.
Jackpot
Juicer.
Yeah. I didn't listen to it yet just because I was on that fence of
Took me a minute.
Man.
And it's just, I don't know, this is why we're having this conversation, because it's tough to know when to draw the line, but at the same time, they've had bad luck with their vocalists. You know what I mean? When it comes to knowing them personally, most of the guys in the band have always been great to me. Sure, people drink, people say fucked up things, because it's just it's a guy's world to where we're just giving people shit, you know what I mean? And I've heard and experienced things that sounded like jokes, and that's as far as it ever went, and it was just we're giving this person shit. Oh, we're talking shit about this, but it's just all jokes. And so as far as me knowing all those guys, I'm they're fucking great, but they've had a lot of people fronting the band that have caused problems. And I've even, as far as Johnny Craig, I've talked to Will firsthand. He was like, yeah, Johnny's a fucking piece of shit, but at the end of the day, he's one of my homies and he's my piece of shit. You know what I mean? And it's and one of those, and when it comes to that,
we all have those.
Dude.
Gosh.
Yeah,
we
dude.
have a lot of pieces of shit.
Shout out Lee. Shout out Lee. Love you.
But yeah, if you wanna give that a read through, I have to go to the PP room.
Yeah, so I'll give you my example of where art crossed the line. The art and the artist line was crossed, and how I've handled it. And if anything, I think that the Dance Gavin Dance situation is probably going to be very similar to this. I happen to have a little bit of a link there with the Dance Gavin Dance thing, and just with the previous topics and stuff that I've talked about in the past. And you're right, Fuzz. It's a weird one. And with a track record like that, you'd expect better of a band that's supposed to have learned by now. But again, this is their most popular vocalist in their most popular era of a band, and it also makes sense to do that. So my example, and I'm not necessarily sure how the Dance Gavin Dance thing for me is going to play out, but yeah, time will tell on that.